if you really want to go to that next level, and this is a next level coming from like me, my next level, nothing cliche of just finding another version of yourself. I'm talking about really getting to a point where you can't ever feel depression again, where you don't ever even recognize or connect with sadness. Like that type of next level. To the point where you live in overwhelming joy and overboard of confidence. This is very tough though, because you really got to grow out of every single element that represents where and who you are presently, and then you got to be able to basically let it die in order to get to where you need to go, like far as futuristically. So anything, whether it's like people, your environment, if it doesn't match exactly where you're trying to go, it doesn't equate to your desire, then you have to literally let it die, like disassociate yourself from it, and it got to be completely, because you could detach yourself from something because you feel like you need to build, and when you build and you feel like you reach that level and then go back to it, it pulls you back down into those levels. So what I'm talking about is not a temporary growth. I'm talking about permanent growth. I'm talking about getting yourself to a level where you don't ever have to go back into dealing with anyone that doesn't represent the feeling that you're trying to assume, that next level, that oily substance that you're trying to create within yourself to manifest or create anything within your realm. Everything literally has to be like supreme perfection when you do this. That means everything has to be on the same accord or a greater accord. If you have even just the littlest or slightest thing, it could have the heaviest impact. So if you're really trying to have permanent growth and not just a temporary growth for your weak personality or one of your, I don't want to say ego, because ego is an external fact. I'm talking about things that's come from the internal. So it got to be one of your personalities that's still seeking approval from the outside world, because your own inner approval isn't good enough. So if you're still going through that, you need to address it. And definitely, since a new year is approaching, maybe this could be a chance to write a whole new script, a whole new book, not even a new chapter, a whole new book, and really start living your life according to how you truly live it. And don't be obligated to stay connected or be dealing with either yourself or those people or things that's connected to the versions of you that you don't need to be anymore. Don't feel obligated to do it because it's family, it's your parents, friends, long-term associates, anything of that nature. If you're really talking about going to that next level for permanent growth and really learning what life truly is, because life literally is about growing and not stagnation. It's proven in the seasons. It's going to take some real depth, like a real emotional depth. Like certain emotions are just out yourself going to have to die. A psychological death, certain visions and mentality is going to have to die. A physical death where certain things in your physical touch and intimate life is going to have to die off. You're going to have to literally completely shed your entire layer and bring out what's been hiding in you for so long. Because it's needed. And that's only if you want permanent growth. If you're looking for temporary growth, then grow and stay connected to those same old versions that don't serve no purpose. And then you'll get what you want because you'll work for it. But then you won't be happy with it. You'll resent it. You'll still find yourself feeling the same way. You'll still find yourself feeling like you ain't done enough. And that's a terrible way to be. I've been in that phase once, and it was very interesting to explore, but it made me desire the whole and full thing, the the real and true growth, not just no. All right, the external growth. Yeah, I've grown. I've got something externally, but internally I'm still the same. So you got to be willing to kill everything, emotionally, psychologically. Everything has to die off from you, and allow that new you to come forth. This is the only way to a permanent, happy, fulfilled life. Other than that, outside of that, you'll just be chasing happiness. You'll kill yourself trying to be happy. That's my message for today.